I am so intrigued with how the mind works and how it basically has control of our whole life. And I think if people can tap into that, then you'll change your life.
She is 19 years of age.
A year ago, you did not make it through qualifying to get into the U.S. Open. Here you are, the champion.
I've been dreaming of this moment for the longest time. Honestly, I've been visualizing it almost every single day. So for it to become a reality is just so crazy.
Can you imagine a teenager visualizing themselves to become the sports champion in their field and then actually doing it before they turn 20? That's what happened to Bianca Andreescu at the age of 19. This remarkable Canadian woman beat Serena Williams to win the US Open. But the story is even more interesting than that. On that day, in September 2019, I woke up to text messages from people around the world saying, "Did you read the news?" And it turns out, when Bianca beat Serena Williams, the press went to her and they asked her partially how she did it and what books she read and how she trained. And she asked for a phone and she held up my book. And it turns out that Bianca wasn't just a reader of the Code of the Extraordinary Mind, she had actually graduated from my seminar, Be Extraordinary, the seminar based on the book, and tweeted about it. And so I felt super blessed, super honored, and I reached out to Bianca to find out more about exactly what technique she was using and how she had refined the technique. And Bianca recently came on Instagram with me to share her methods, to talk about visualization, how she saw the goal of winning the US Open and made it come true. So if you have big goals and you want to attain them, watch this interview. So Bianca, what are the different emotions you bring in when you're practicing creative visualization, when you're seeing yourself in whatever outcome you want?
It first helps me to tap into my other senses, so my smell, like what I'm smelling, if there's a smell. For instance, if I'm playing on grass, there's the perfectly amazing smell of grass that I'll try to smell. Then there's what I'm hearing, and then what I'm feeling and all that, like holding my racket or the impact of the ball. I think that really helps me to then feel the feelings that I want to feel in the time. The satisfaction of holding that trophy at the end, or the fulfillment of hitting that winner down the line, and just like very emotional, happy states, because that really digs deep into you. And I think that's what the key secret is for maintaining the best creative visualizations techniques.
So you're picking up on something that's really interesting, right? Jose Silva, who pioneered this process. So you say you see the mental screen,
Yes.
which Jose Silva pioneered. Now, for those of you who are listening, that mental screen means that you see the image that you want, roughly as if it's on a giant television screen. And the rule is it should be 6 feet in front of you, 20 degrees above the line of horizon. Okay, and the reason for 20 degrees above is because when your eyes are closed, when your eyes are 20 degrees slightly upwards, it generates alpha waves. When you're at alpha and theta, you're able to better make these ideas sink into your brain. So it becomes more real, it becomes more vivid. So you're not doing this at the waking state, you're doing this while you're in a relaxed state, right?
It's definitely not easy. Like at first for me, it was pretty tough to tap into all my senses at once, but with practice and repetition, it eventually became a habit of mine, and it's basically embedded in me right now. I am so intrigued with how the mind works and how it basically has control of our whole life. Your thoughts become reality, so I think the thinking aspect of everything is very important. Whatever you think, whatever you say, eventually becomes true. I really think that intuition is a very big part of us human beings, and I don't think a lot of people do tap into it. Like for instance, when I don't tap into it, I always tell myself, oh my gosh, I wish I listened to my intuition, because you're basically searching for your answers within, other than from exterior, I don't know, pressure, people's views. Just intuition really like taps inside and really brings a different perspective into life. And yeah, whenever I don't tap into it, I'm like, oh my gosh, wish I did.
How did you discover Mindvalley in the first place?
So my mom, she discovered Mindvalley actually online. She was looking for personal development programs, and then she came across you guys. And I remember at the time you guys didn't have as many followers, and it's just so incredible how you guys skyrocketed in the course of like 3 years. Now you're almost at 1 million followers on Instagram, and 10 million people worldwide have joined the program, which is just incredible. So once I got into the program and started watching some of the videos that you were putting up and bringing different people to speak on your platform, I came across your book. You were promoting it at the time a lot. So I was like, okay, I have to read this. Like, I have to read this. So then I did. I am actually right now in the process of rereading it. That's my quarantine goal. And
That's amazing.
Yes, I'm almost done. I just love how you tap into basically everything in the book. You tap into the science of everything. You tap into how important it is as a child to start learning these things, because I feel like at a young age is where you grasp everything, and it basically starts there, like all your beliefs and all of that. And I think it's really important with how parents raise their children. But even if you haven't been introduced to it at a young age, you can still tap into it at any age and accomplish anything you want. Really,
Yeah,
if you put your mind to it, and you talk about 6 phase and all of that, which is incredible.
And you're such an inspiration for so many people. Congratulations on your big win at the US Open. I'm so honored that my work had an impact in your life, and I'm so proud to have you as a member of the Mindvalley community. And I loved what you said about the community and your experience at the BE seminar.
Thank you so much. It's definitely changed my life, and just know that you're not only changing my life, you're changing millions of lives. So I really am grateful for you and very appreciative of what you're bringing into this world.